Hello, friends. Today I'm talking about another one of the meannesses of the heart that Sri Yukteswar talked about. These 8 meannesses cover the heart like barnacles, constrict it, make it impure. And by removing these attitudes and difficulties that surround our hearts, we're able to purify them, and the pure in heart can see God, as the Bible tells us. So today I will be talking about the second of these meannesses, shame. And when I think about shame, I think about the fact that we need to give everything to God. All of our mistakes, all of our humiliations, all of our triumphs, all of our great deeds, all of our victories, all of our defeats. So I'm reminded of a devotee who was making food for a dinner party that was at Swami Kriyananda's house. And she served one of the courses and everybody loved it. It was so good. They were all praising her cooking. And she quipped, "I am the doer," making a bit of a change, shall we say, in the usual yogic thought form of God is the doer. So when she was praised, she said, "I am the doer." And then the next course didn't come out well. When she served it, everyone sort of thought, this is not so good. And so then she quipped, "God is the doer." So in this case, she was happy to give him her mistakes, but she was playfully saying, "I'll keep the victories for myself." Well, in thinking about shame, we have to unload all of that pain of remembering our mistakes and just give it to God. Not be attached to it. It's so easy to wallow in negativity of any kind. I had a friend who's since passed away, but she used to remind us all to remember the good and forget the bad things that have happened. It's so easy to remember, oh, I did that, and it was awful, or that person said this to me. I can't believe that he said that, even though it's been 30 years since he said it. Still vividly remember that. We remember the bad, but we don't remember the good. And we need to do just the opposite. Another friend used to say to me, you need to compost those bad experiences. Just let them fertilize beautiful new flowers. And that's a wonderful concept to think of with all the past. Just let it percolate and decompose into beautiful compost to grow wonderful flowers and new life. And so when we think of shame, we have to think of just cutting the cord on that plugged in energy that we have with it and cut it free. Let it go. Learn what we can, and then go on with our lives. Just like that woman who had a terrible operation, and she described it in detail to Master Yogananda. And he finally said, "How long ago did this operation happen?" And she said, 20 years ago. And he said, "And you're still reliving it?" We need to let this stuff go. It's not worth carrying it around, dragging it with us. Yogananda also said that when we are near liberation, we have to meditate on each of our past lives and all the experiences that we've had, and see ourselves in each one of those past lives, and bring God into our consciousness to the point where we realize that God alone was the doer in every action, in every experience, in every lifetime. So let's not wait. Let's practice that. Let's let go of all those things that make us cringe about this life, our past in this life, and our past in all of our past lifetimes. Let's bring God into every memory. Whenever any memory comes up, good or bad, let's bring God into it and say, God alone was the doer. I've certainly had this experience, and I'm sure many of you have had it also. When I look back through all the decades of my life, they take on a dreamlike quality. This life is a dream. We're here for such a short time, for our education and entertainment, the scriptures say. So let's take it in that spirit, not be attached to anything. Our triumphs, our embarrassments, let's not be attached to any of it, and realize in our meditations that it was always God, that is forever God, that it is He alone who is acting through us, with us, loving us in every moment of all our lives.